Julius Maada Bio has come out and said that it's not stopping anytime soon until he has removed Ibrahim Traore, Assimi Goita and Abdurrahmani Shieni out of power. This is what is currently happening in West Africa, and something that is going to shock you. Today I'm going to unveil to you which country that is funding this president of ECOWAS so that he can continue with this mission of removing Ibrahim Traore out of power, and which country amongst the ECOWAS are supporting the agenda of Julius Maada Bio, something that most of Africans are going to be annoyed. As we always say, we are Africans, and Africa will remain to be our business until African head of state are going to be united. We as Chris Nolan TV, we are not going to stop but to keep on exposing the head of state that want Ibrahim Traore to go down. We are not going to relent, but we are going to risk this and do this for the whole of Africa. Chris Nolan TV, the home of exposing TV. Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you so much for the love. God bless you. God bless you. If you are new here, kindly subscribe and click the notification button for you to never ever miss any news that we post here in our channel, because we always focus on whatever that is trending in the world of internet. Our main objective is to make sure that Africans are united, Africans are working together, and Africans are there for one another. Our main objective is to expose the head of state that want Ibrahim Traore to go down. On our today news, we are going to unveil to you the country that is funding Julius Maada Bio so that he can remove Ibrahim Traore out of power. That is the reason why Julius Maada Bio isn't stopping this. And who was responsible for electing Julius Maada Bio to be the president of ECOWAS? It was a plan. It was a plan so that they can put Julius Maada Bio, someone who was back close to Ibrahim Traore, so that he can champion on a way that he can remove President Ibrahim Traore out of power. We are not going to stop this. We are going to continue this until Africans are open their eyes. We are going to expose this head of state that are working with the president of ECOWAS to bring Ibrahim Traore down. These are the head of state in ECOWAS that are supporting Julius Maada Bio, and they were given a little token by the West so that they can keep on fighting Ibrahim Traore. I'm going to unveil to you the head of state that received this amount of money to bring Ibrahim Traore down. That's the reason why they are not supporting this agenda of uniting Africa. That's the reason why they keep on saying that Ibrahim Traore is responsible for the terrorist attack that is happening in the Sahel region. And the recent terrorist attack, Julius Maada Bio has come out and said that this attack happened because Ibrahim Traore doesn't want to step down and doesn't want to leave power because he was not democratically elected. Julius Maada Bio today has said that he is going to make sure Ibrahim Traore will step down. But on our today news is that we are going to expose those head of state in West Africa that are supporting Julius Maada Bio in this agenda of bringing Ibrahim Traore down. The first president is the president of Ivory Coast, known as Alassane Ouattara, 82 years old. Alassane Ouattara has said that it is true. Even them, they are going for a general election. And Burkina Faso, if Ibrahim Traore wants to remain in power, he should step down and allow democracy to take place. That is the word of Alassane Ouattara after being asked by a certain media in Cote d'Ivoire. Something that most of Africans aren't happy with it, because Ibrahim Traore is working so hard to make sure that Africans are united, but this head of state are working closely to see him down. Alassane Ouattara also received fund from the West so that they can champion and support Julius Maada Bio in this agenda of bringing Ibrahim Traore down. The other president is the president of Cameroon, known as Paul Biya. Paul Biya has declared his candidateship. He said that he's going to vie once again in Cameroon for this coming general election that is going to happen. Something that most of Cameroonians aren't happy. This president is 92 years old, and this bid that he has declared, it's something that is very sad. He wants to vie until death. This is a president that has declared that he's going to support and is going to stand in until death do us apart. Paul Biya, the president of Cameroon, also received a fund from the West to support Julius Maada Bio in this agenda of bringing Ibrahim Traore down. The other president is the president of Liberia, Joseph Boakai. You know very well that there are some people that were protesting against the death of Ibrahim Traore. What did Joseph Boakai did? He arrested those people in Liberia that were protesting. Joseph Boakai is helping the West so that they can bring Ibrahim Traore down. The other president is the president of Togo. In Togo, this is very amazing. Do you know the reason why the president of Togo is supporting Julius Maada Bio in this agenda? Right now, Togolese, they have got two presidents. One that was democratically elected and the one that was elected by the cabinet minister in Cameroon. And this president that was elected by the cabinet minister, they have said that there is no removing him outside of power. That is Faure Gnassingbe. Faure Gnassingbe is supporting Julius Maada Bio, because he knows very well that this is a president of ECOWAS. If is any time that he wants to go against him and support Ibrahim Traore, they are going to remove him out of power. Faure Gnassingbe is a president in Togo because he's have got a lot of power, and that's how he's making him president. As you are talking right now, Togolese have got two presidents, something that doesn't make sense, and they are receiving a lot of support from the West so that they can champion supporting Julius Maada Bio, the president of Sierra Leone, in bringing Ibrahim Traore down. The other president is the president of Cape Verde. Cape Verde is known as Cape Verde, or is also known as Cabo Verde. The president is called as Jose Maria Neves. Joseph Maria Neves, they are not. This is a country that is very small. This is a country that they cannot survive on their own. That's why they rely on the West for aid. They rely on the West for so many things. That's why this president of Cabo Verde can't go against Julius Maada Bio in ECOWAS. The other president is the president of Cameroon, known as Paul Biya. I've said about Paul Biya. I've talked about Paul Biya. Those are the head of state that are supporting Julius Maada Bio so that they can bring Ibrahim Traore down in ECOWAS. And they want Burkina Faso, Niger, and Mali to come into ECOWAS. The last president is the president of Nigeria. The president of Nigeria, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who has been first in forefront championing the removal of Ibrahim Traore out of power. Those are the head of state in ECOWAS that are working around the clock to bring Ibrahim Traore down. And our next news is that Julius Maada Bio is receiving funds from Emmanuel Macron so that he can remove Ibrahim Traore out of Burkina Faso. That is something that we have discovered, that after our thorough investigation, we have found that he was given 126 million so that he can champion this issue of removing Ibrahim Traore out of power. Julius Maada Bio, the president of Sierra Leone, working around the clock to do that. You know very well that after Ibrahim Traore decided to tell Macron to get out of Burkina Faso, that's why they are using right now Julius Maada Bio so that they can reach Ibrahim Traore. There is also a plan going on how they can bring Abdourahamane Tiani out of power and put Bazoum back to power. That is something that we are just doing our investigation. After finishing our investigation, we are going to unveil to you the head of state that are helping these Africans to bring Abdourahamane Tiani out of power. But on our today news is that those are the head of state in ECOWAS that are helping Julius Maada Bio to bring Ibrahim Traore down. If you are new here, kindly subscribe, click the notification button for you to never ever miss any news that we post here in our channel, because we always focus on whatever that is trending in the world of internet. Our main objective is to make sure that Africans are united, Africans are there for one another. As As we always say, we are Africans and Africa will remain to be our business. Kindly subscribe to get more news on whatever that is currently happening in West Africa. Subscribe, click the notification button for you to never ever miss any news that we post here in our channel. Chris Nolan TV, the home of expose. This is where we don't hide anything. This is where we don't sweep anything under the carpet. We expose those head of state in Africa that wants Ibrahim Traore down, Abdurrahman Shieni and Assimi Goita. If you are new here, kindly subscribe. Until next time, we'll say game over and we are out.